we did everything right. We got it programmed, we installed it correctly, and got the car to drive beautifully. The only problem was she never came to pick it up or pay for it.
Welcome to the Common Sense Show. Thank you for finding the video, and to all those who realize that no one's coming out to save them, let's get started. Today, we're talking about the fact that mechanics are quitting everywhere. In 2026, the people who keep your cars on the road are quitting everywhere. Ford alone has about 5,000 to 6,000 openings for qualified service technicians that they just can't fill. And here's the thing about those jobs. These are over six-figure jobs that they cannot fill right now. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they're projecting roughly 67,000 openings every year through the year 2033. And only about 39,000 people graduate from auto technician school every single year. So that gap is just going to get wider and wider and wider. So why are mechanics quitting everywhere? Let's take a look.
Ford Motor Company's chief executive says that America's labor market is in trouble. CEO Jim Farley says the company has thousands of high-paying mechanic jobs open and they can't get them filled.
Yeah, Jessica, even with competitive, high-paying jobs, Ford says it can't attract people for mechanic roles. And Farley says there are more than 1 million skilled trade and essential jobs that are sitting empty. And experts say the problem is being caused by much more than a lack of interest.
CEO Jim Farley calling it a sign that we're in trouble in our country. If positions don't get filled, auto expert and Northwood University professor Tim Nash says Americans could feel the consequences.
The price that people are paying to have their car serviced is a lot higher than it would be. You know, it's simple supply and demand in action. We've got to get those people employed and in the market.
I just put my 2 weeks notice in. I've been a Ford transmission tech for 12 years now. I've been a senior master tech since 2018. This industry has changed a lot in the last 10 years. If you're a dealership mechanic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I will always have the utmost respect for my fellow mechanics in this industry, and I will definitely miss the fun we have here in the shop. I'm very thankful that my dealership is letting me work these last 2 weeks so I can get everything in order for what I'm getting ready to do. But with that being said, I'm ready for a change. I am going all in on my real estate business and my side hustles. Real estate has opened up so many doors. I'm ready to take it to the next level. So, you know, a lot of people are asking me, are you scared? Are you nervous? And the truth is, I am absolutely terrified. A good friend told me, he's like, man, you know, if you're not terrified, then you're probably not the right decision.
It's always nerve-wracking to leave the industry that you've been in for a long time and do something completely different. I kind of had the same feeling too. I sold one of my companies back in 2023, an industry that I had been in for over 2 decades, and to go somewhere else and to do something else, you know, for me, it was switching completely into business consulting and coaching and, you know, doing small business thought leadership, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, it was going to be a different way to acquire clients, a different way to earn money than I have previously. And, you know, bravo to this guy who's recognizing the need to do something else. But the fact that he's thinking about leaving the industry altogether is kind of like crazy, right? Maybe it means that he sees something that he's not willing to share. And given that his employer is letting him take the 2 weeks, you know, he probably doesn't want to burn a bridge where he's working right now.
That's for employing me for 8 years. I
had to take a 20-minute break, bro. Look at this. I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. I gotta replace a fuel pump. I only quoted 5 hours. I gotta take out the seat. I gotta rewire all the got.
I'm not even gonna respond to that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that guy was crashing out just a little bit, but I don't blame him. He has a big task to do. Maybe he's not a master tech, and so he didn't really understand everything that went into going and doing the repair job. But one of the things that happens in terms of pay for mechanics and dealerships is they give an amount of hours that they believe is going to take or time to do a job, and then they're held to that amount of time. That's what gets billed to the customer, right? So if he says that he's going to take 5 hours to do a job, and that job takes longer than 5 hours, he gets paid less, right? The faster he gets it done, he gets all of the money, right? So for instance, like if he has a job that he books out at 5 hours and he gets it done in 2.5, he can move on to something else, right? That requires like, let's say 2 hours. And then he's getting paid like 7.5 hours in like, 5 hours worth of work. So he's really making out. I can see why he's mad. This is also one of the reasons why mechanics tend to leave the industry, right? They hate this dichotomy between what they say and what actually happens at the end of the day if something goes wrong. So that is definitely a reason to be upset.
Nobody wants to work on cars for a living anymore. Now usually you just fix a car, you call a customer up and you get paid. Well, it doesn't always work like that. So here we got a 2013 Nissan Altima. It came here for a transmission issue and the customer approved the repair quote that we gave her. So we went ahead and put a brand new transmission from Nissan in it, which is not easy. You have to remove the whole subframe and a lot of other things to get it in and out. Not to mention you got to tow it to Nissan to get programmed after you install it. So we did everything right. We got it programmed, we installed it correctly, and got the car to drive beautifully. The only problem was she never came to pick it up or pay for it.
Imagine the customer asking them to do all of this work. That's a big job. And then never coming to pick up the car? That is crazy.
When a person is insane, as you clearly are,
Then I had to put a mechanic storage lien on this vehicle. And now we're trying to sell it just to get the money back for the transmission. And that's not the only story like this. This vehicle and that vehicle have both been repaired and have yet to be picked up or paid for. So next time you're looking for a mechanic to work on your car and you can't find one, this may be why.
Wow. I can see that if mechanics have specific interactions or deals or transactions with customers that drive like a certain type of car, if they notice that customers for a certain type of car tend to like deal with them a certain way, they're going to be less likely to want to actually help out or make a deal because they don't ever get paid on those things. And so it's why they switch to things like maybe luxury brands or whatever the case may be, or Toyota, Honda. But that is nuts. In my opinion, that is theft of time. When you ask someone to do something, you commit to it, you sign off on it that you're willing to do it, and then you just never come and pick it up. That is unethical. If you can't afford to get your car fixed, then don't bring it to the mechanic. Just junk it and get it out of your hair. I got some final thoughts. All right, so you may be watching this video. You may not even be a mechanic, just interested in the topic. Here's the deal. Here's how this hits your wallet, right? When there aren't enough technicians to actually fix the cars, it means a few things. It means that a very few number of technicians are the ones who are actually going to be fixing your cars, meaning that if everybody is going to a few technicians, number one, your price to repair your car is going to skyrocket. Number two, your wait time is going to get even longer. So right now, how you can get your car repaired within a day or two, assuming if there's no major issue that's happening with your car, you're probably going to end up having to wait like a week because you can't find an auto mechanic to actually fix the things that are wrong with your car. Okay, so here's a suggestion for you. Build a relationship with an independent local mechanic. Perhaps this person has gone out on their own and they are willing to do things for you that perhaps you might not find at the dealer. I know that for me, I have a mechanic who works on our cars. In fact, we have two independent mechanics who work on our cars. And whenever I bring my car in, I tend to get to the front of the line and I tend to get out, assuming it's not a major issue, within a day or so. Independent mechanics also value helping you to maintain your car, good maintenance schedules. See if you can connect with someone who understands your car and specialize it. If there's a master BMW mechanic, let's say, that goes on their own and you drive a BMW, you can certainly Google BMW mechanics near me and you might find an independent shop that actually specializes in your specific brand of car because they worked for the dealer. Don't be fooled by the fact that you think you have to go to the dealership for everything. Listen, if this video taught you something, do me a favor, hit that like button. It tells YouTube that you like this kind of content and it's free. You don't have to do anything in order to click that like button. It keeps the lights on the Common Sense Show and it lets us know that you value the work that we put together for these videos. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.